Welcome back to Addie's Chat. My name is Adiola. Most people call me Addie, and welcome back. Thank you for viewing again, and thank you for watching me again. If this is your first time, thank you for joining us here. You can go back to previous videos to find out what this chat is about really. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everyone who actually called me after I uploaded my first recording. That was very encouraging. Thank you very much. Everyone had really lovely things to say. Thank you for all your kind words. Previously, before I started the chat, I had prepared about 10 different topics. I'd done some recordings. But the first day I uploaded my first recording, someone called me. Quite a few people called me actually, but someone wanted me to talk about something specifically. So I said I would do that. I would upload that before some of the recordings that I had done previously. But thank you to everybody for all your lovely comments. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe now. I'll just give you a minute to do that. Thank you. So my chat today will be about council tax. If you live in England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, you would know about the council system. Was first introduced in 1993. It was based on valuation done on homes in England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The valuations were done in 1991, and the system was introduced in 1993. Council tax really is a payment to help with provision of local services within the community. Things like, for instance, collection of your rubbish, tidying up the area, lights and things. I believe part of council tax is actually used for the Christmas lights as well, the street lights. So many things are involved in that. The collection of the council tax is used to make provisions of these things available, and just to make the community just a bit more friendly and more livable for people really. The houses are banded in council tax. Houses are banded in 8 categories. There's a band A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Band A being the lowest and band H being the highest band of the council tax. Yes, so if you wanted to find out what your council tax will be or how much you should be paying for council tax, if you go on to www.mycounciltax.org.uk, you would find out how much exactly you should be paying before you move into a property, or perhaps before you buy a property. You can find out how much the council tax is and what band the property itself is in. I really like using this website rather than using the council's website, because this website also has information on how to challenge your council tax band. So if you click on there, you get that information, and information on discounts and exemptions as well. This website has it. Everyone must pay council tax. Council tax is something that we call, it's a priority bill. I will do another session at another time on priority bills and non-priority bills, but council tax are priority bills. Priority bills essentially are bills that if you do not pay them, there are consequences if you don't pay them. And council tax is one such that the council can take an action against you if you don't pay the council tax. They could send bailiffs to you. They could deduct the council tax from your earnings, really. So yes, council tax are priority bills. And the reason I'm actually talking about council tax is looking back at the last year, 2020, a lot of people have taken a pay cut. A lot of people have not got any income at the minute, and council tax is one of the big bills, which are priority bills that you definitely need to pay. One of the bills that people do struggle with, and this is a bill that you do need to pay. So the first thing I would say is, if you think that you are not going to be able to afford to pay your council tax bill, you should straight away contact your council. There should be a website. For each council has a website. Each council has schemes and different provisions in place to help people with their council tax. So you should, if you think you're not going to be able to afford it, you should contact your council immediately. Really try and explain the situation to them, tell them what's going on, and they can tell you different schemes that might be helpful to you within your local area. I will discuss a few general discounts and reductions available within council tax. So, that the council might be able to reduce the council tax bill for you, and there's a provision that it could be reduced up to 100%. So that means maybe not paying anything at all. But before this is considered, the council would actually require you to seek debt advice. There are so many debt agencies, you can just Google them. There's so many agencies that can help you look at ways to actually manage your council tax. They would require that you have actually spoken to a debt specialist before they look at reducing or actually wiping off your council tax. Yes. So I will start with council tax reductions. You might be eligible for council tax reduction if you're in low income. This will be interesting for people who have taken a pay cut or people who have actually lost their jobs. So if you are on a low income, you might be eligible for council tax reduction. If you the first thing I should have said really was if you wanted to have a look, if you're not sure how much you should be paying on your council tax, there are loads of websites where you can have a look to see what band your property is and how much you should be paying on council tax. Most councils are actually quite good. Their websites, once you put your postcode in, you should be able to find out how much you are paying, how much you should pay for the whole year, and how much it would be every month on your council tax. So you could be eligible for council tax reduction if you've taken a pay cut. Tax reduction depends on where you live. It depends on your local council. Every council has its own different schemes in place, different things they do to help people that live within their community. So you would be better off. I believe that most councils have a website. You'd be better off going to wherever you live, the council's website, to look on the council. They would on the council tax support, they would have most of this information there. Or you can go to www.gov.uk/council tax. You can find out your information about your own local county there, or your own local council there. Your council tax reduction really, as I said, is based on your circumstance. So based on your, as I said, they all have different income, different schemes. Every council has different schemes in place, but it's largely based on your household income, based on your savings. If you have children living with you, if you have any other adult living with you, a council tax really is mostly based on two adults living in an household. That's how council tax is actually the estimate. That's how they get the estimate. But you would get these discounts from council to council. It varies, but it depends largely on these things I've said: your income, your savings, your whether you have children living in the household, whether you have another adult living in the household. Apart from council tax deductions, there are council tax discounts. So there is something called a single person discount. It's a 25% discount off the whole of the council tax if you are the only only adult living in your household. So an adult would be anybody over the age of 18 and above will class as an adult. So if you're the only adult living in your household, you would get the 25% discount. Most times I have found out that once people haven't called the council to explain that they are the only adult, they don't normally get this discount. Sometimes it's applied to people, but most of the time it's best to just check with the council, just to inform them that you're the only adult living in your household, and they should apply the discount straight away, and they will let you know. They might send a confirmation in the post, or to let you know, or you might just see a reduction in the direct debit that comes out really for that. You could get a 50% discount if no one living in your household, including yourself, counts as an adult. So if no one in your household counts as an adult, I would explain the exemptions here. Those that don't count as an adult for council tax purposes are those under the age of 18, those that are age 18 and 19 in full-time education as well, those that are full-time students in college or in university, they don't class as adults as well. People on some type of apprenticeship schemes as well don't class as adults. Student nurses as well are not classed as adult for the purpose of council tax payment. People with severe mental disability don't count as adults for the purpose of council tax payment. Diplomats don't count as adults as well for the purpose of council tax payment. So if you have anybody in your household under this category, they will not be classed as adults for the purpose of council tax payment. And you will get a 50% discount if no one living in your household is classed as adults. So if you have 2 or more people or 1 or more persons living in your household in all these categories that I've mentioned, really, you would get a 50% discount on your council tax. But you do need to notify your council wherever you live. You need to let your council know. So there are also discounts as well for people living with disability. There would have to be an assessment. They would have to come and look at the property. There is a whole paragraph on this whole for council tax for disabled people on www.gov.uk. There's a whole lot more information. There's a few checks as well that's been done to qualify for that. Council tax support, that's another one really. This is the third one. Council tax support is for, you will get council tax support, or you might be eligible for council tax support if you are already on benefit, and if you get council housing benefit. If you get housing benefit, you might be eligible for council tax support. You can get council tax support if you are of working class age and you do not have more than 6,000 in your savings account. That's the only time you can get council tax support. And if you're of pension age and you do not have more than 16,000 in your savings account, you will get council tax support. But there is an exception to that. If you have more than 16,000, but you get the guaranteed pension credit, the guaranteed pension credit, you will get council tax support as well. So finally, I would say that if you know that you are going to be struggling to pay your council tax, you should contact your council as soon as you think that you're going to be struggling. The government has created a 500 million hardship scheme to provide support for to provide council tax relief, especially to those affected by coronavirus. So really, you think you're going to be struggling really to pay your council tax, to contact your council. I have heard from people, a few people have said, well, I've contacted my council, they were not of help to me really. They didn't say much. But if I think it takes a few calls really to them. The first time you contact them, if you don't get a favorable response, it's good to always try to contact them again the second time, just to explain what your situation is. Make sure they record it on your case file as well, so that they know that you've been in touch, you have told them about what your circumstances are, and that you might be finding it hard to pay the council tax soon. So yes, so this is all from me about council tax. As I said, council tax is a priority bill. It has to be paid, so it's one that you need to make sure that you have something in place. If you're not paying it at the minute, you have a plan in place to pay it. And council tax, the support is divided into 3 sessions really. The way I say is divided into council tax reductions, council tax discount, and council tax support scheme. Mostly you will be able to find information on your council's website on the schemes that are available within your council. It differs from every council, so the best thing is to go to the website for your council to find out the information available for your council with regards to support for council tax. Most people will need this support at this time. There is a lot of support out there. If you need the support, people's circumstances have changed a lot and the council is not aware of this until they have been informed. So if you think that you're going to need council support in paying your council tax, please contact the council straight away. Let them know what your circumstances. Anyway, thank you for watching today. This is all on my chat today about council tax. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment below. And please do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Bye.